in the practice room when he arrived. His first 3 darts he threw, 180. 525, the man's in good nick, looking relaxed and ready to roll.
Okay, New Zealand, okay, world, get ready to roll because match 1 in the New Zealand Darts Masters is not too far away. It's coming your way, live, be a part of it. Here comes match number 1. It's Wade and Caldwell.
A very warm welcome, Tena Koto Katoa. You've joined us at the Caldwell Arena here in Hamilton, New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the New Zealand Darts Masters, presented by Burger King and TAB, and it's all part of the Professional Darts Corporation's World Series of Darts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players. Would you please welcome, firstly from Wellington, New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen, a New Zealand World Cup representative. Please welcome CC Craig Caldwell. Gentlemen from Aldershot, England, the winner of 9 televised events and a World Series Finals winner, it's the Machine, James Wade!
Welcome to Hamilton, sitting on the banks of the Waikato River, New Zealand's 4th biggest city, a population of around 170,000. And we are about an hour and a half south of Auckland. And after 4 years in Auckland, we are now here in Hamilton for the New Zealand Darts Masters. This Kiwi, Craig Caldwell, would love to cause a big upset in the very first match of the night against the defending World Series champion, James Wade. Everybody knows James is a major player, he's a major winner, but he hasn't quite produced it on this leg of the World Series so far. But you never write off James Wade. Craig Caldwell, his first appearance in the World Series since 2015. I wonder if he's a chance of causing an upset against James Wade here in Hamilton. The Hamilton public have really rallied round and supported this event. They reckon over the course of the 2 nights there'll be 7,000 fans inside the Caldwell Arena. So Russ Bray in charge, James Wade to get us underway. As always in the World Series first round, it's the first to 6.
Oh, what a start there, Stuart. Is that going to set the tone for a magnificent event here in Hamilton or what? Here it is, the first tournament 180.
59.
Caldwell, big opportunity for him here. He hasn't been on the stage for a couple of years now, and he told me midweek he doesn't want to waste this opportunity.
Yeah, Caldwell played in all 3 World Series events back in 2015, but hasn't been seen since on the World Series stage. But he qualifies here. He's currently ranked number 2 in the New Zealand rankings. The best New Zealand player in the world is Cody Harris, and we'll see him later on tonight in that blockbuster game against Raymond van Barneveld. But Caldwell ranked number 2 over here in New Zealand. Tops for a brilliant start.
80. Well, that would have been a 12 data. Caldwell way back on 245, but we're going to get a lot of New Zealanders over the course of the night, which is fabulous. More proof, more evidence, Stuart, of just the growth in Australia and New Zealand, the quality of darts players coming through. And there's James Wade finish it. He loves the double dip, Stuart.
The Kiwis, I know, talking in the practice room, so if Damon Hett can win in Australia, then, you know, why can't we win here? They reckon the best bet is Cody Harris. And what a game that will be later on against Raymond van Barneveld. Barney very much in demand, very popular here in New Zealand. Very popular wherever he goes around the world. That is the last match of the night.
Well, Wade's made an imposing start here. He's averaging 120. We're only midway or in the early stages of the second leg, but Wade started very strong here, and he's a real momentum, confidence player, isn't he? Bodes well for a good performance from him in this match.
Well, the only previous New Zealand winners at the World Series, Warren Parry, memorably in one of the great World Series wins, one of the great, possibly the greatest World Series upset. Back in Sydney in 2014 when he came from 5-1 down to beat Michael van Gerwen. Warren Parry inspired, and we'll see him on the Hamilton stage here a little later on. And also Mark McGrath, remember him, a winner in Auckland just 12 months ago when he beat Michael Smith 6-4. I wonder if we're going to see another Kiwi in the winner's circle here tonight.
Reagan require 142.
Oh, double 20 for the finish here. Craig Caldwell, outstanding.
Inspired, I reckon. Brilliant for Caldwell.
85.
46-year-old from Wellington.
Did you almost drop your microphone then, Stuart? I did.
My Kiwi compadre is getting excited.
Well, you know, it's a hard adjustment, isn't it? This is the big challenge. It's such a different environment for these New Zealand players throwing in an environment like this. It's not an easy adjustment in Caldwell.
Well, he'll be delighted, just delighted to get a leg on the board, and now he can challenge that Caldwell played in that first ever Auckland Darts Masters way back in 2015. Unfortunately for him, was beaten 6-0 by a certain Phil Taylor. A cracking start to the night, for sure.
Goodwill's just going to continue to bring that form, particularly against the throw.
60.
So Wade can check out, but Caldwell needs 3 good darts here to put some pressure on.
James require 128.
Yeah, a long way ahead.
91.
Don't see that very often. James Wade missing the big 8 to leave tops. Instead, he'll come back, I'm sure, for single 17 and double 10. Shouldn't be too much damage done.
59. James require 37. 27.
But still shouldn't be any harm done here for Wade. Caldwell still can't check out. Set that up superb.
Fantastic pressure. James Wade snubs it out in one dot. Well, I'll tell you what, Craig Caldwell has played really, really well.
Craig to throw first. Game on.
Throwing to level up this match once more. The winner, by the way, to play Peter Wright or Damon Heta in the quarterfinals on Saturday night here in Hamilton. Remember, Wade beaten in the first round in both Brisbane and Melbourne by the Aussie Damon Heta. Without doubt, one of the stars of the World Series so far in 2019. All roads, of course, leading to Amsterdam later on in the year for the World Series finals.
There'll be some atmosphere in there, won't it be? Wow.
60.
I like Caldwell's composure here. He doesn't look overawed. He's quite experienced now.
I think he's a lot better player than the great Caldwell that we saw some 4 years ago here in New Zealand, and that was absolutely no doubt. Caldwell, of course, he's also played in 3 Lakeside Championships. Didn't have too much joy on the Lakeside stage, but as far as experience goes, he's improved tenfold.
He'll need a treble here, and he's got one. That's excellent.
60. Craig requires 79.
Great game. The Kiwi looking to level it. Oh, well, that's just a slip. He missed 20 to leave tops. He knows he'll be back, but that was just a slip.
But there shouldn't be any harm done here, because Wade's still back on 181. Not a strong leg for him. That's good. That's his best 3 darts in this leg.
Yeah, well, in the last leg, Caldwell piled the pressure on Wade, and Wade took out the double. This time, roles are reversed. Oh, that's unfortunate. You know, missing that big 20 in the last throw may cost him dearly. This is where Wade normally punishes.
20.
Oh, he's surprised. I'm surprised.
Caldwell can't blow this opportunity here. Oh, he hasn't. Might have been a bit fortunate to get that in, but it doesn't matter how you do it. It's if you do it.
6 starts at doubles missed by Jay Wade so far.
60.
And he made that blistering start. Now his average is back to the mid-80s, James Wade. Really gone off the boil.
Caldwell, earlier on, he was the first person, or the first player to arrive at the building, and I think he just was on the stage throwing for 20-25 minutes a good few hours ago. Well, there we go, the second at 180. And Burger King, of course, running a fun promotion this weekend. 70 180s over the space of the tournament. If there are 70 or more maxims, then starting on Saturday, Whoppers only $4, and BK Chicken's only $4 as well. The deal available only
49
until Saturday the 31st, only in New Zealand.
$60.
Wade is really, I touched on him going off the boil.
Well,
He's not even simmering at the moment.
A wonderful opportunity for Craig Caldwell. He fancies it as well. Oh, he fancies it as well. Magnificent!
Caldwell to break the throw now.
What a chance for the New Zealander. Brilliant! Oh, dearie me. He knows he had a great opportunity. Will he get another?
32.
Yeah. We are all surprised. at James Wade's double trouble. Header! B. Wade in Brisbane and in Melbourne. Craig Caldwell here has stolen a march in New Zealand.
Well, first break of throw in the match for the Wellingtonian. Yeah, he is here to play. There is nothing in his body language that suggests he's uncomfortable at all. Craig Caldwell. Will it stay that way as we close in towards the end of this match, though?
Got to hold it together. He knows Wade is way off. Don't forget, James Wade
59.
started the match with a 180. First 3 darts of the New Zealand Darts Masters.
80.
That's unlucky.
One thing Caldwell has to do now is just keep it all together. The adrenaline rush that Craig Caldwell would have got from winning that last leg. And
well, 19's got a bit of a penny on the last visit. Good game at the moment, Stu. Other than that miscount earlier, it's really the only slight slip he's made.
97.
a dramatic start in Hamilton for sure. A miscount from Craig Caldwell with the last visit. Should have gone for a 20 to leave a finish. He would have left 167. What's he going to leave after these 3?
100. James require 170.
The master of these kind of finishes. Just isn't happening for James Wade. Is this big crowd here in
57.
Hamilton smelling a huge upset in the first game of the night? Recovered to leave top 12. What a finish, what a recovery, and what a story developing here in Hamilton.
He is really unafraid of just going for the trebles that need to be made, and he's nailing those ones at the moment. It's just very impressive. All he ever had, as you touched on, 2 New Zealanders make the second round of a Masters tournament. Caldwell putting himself strongly here in the position of being the 3rd.
Remembering that 4th egg, Caldwell just managed to hang on. Just managed to hang on after Wade had missed darts to break through.
93.
Sounds simple, doesn't it? All Craig Caldwell has to do is hold his throw twice more and he wins match. But it isn't that easy in this pressure cooker situation here in Hamilton, on home soil as well. Make no mistake about it, if Craig Caldwell wins this game at the age 46, it will be the biggest win of his life.
45. James require 161. 65.
Well, it nudged the wire. Didn't slip in for Wade.
James
3 in a row,
96.
only 57 scored. Double 8. Now, doesn't normally like it on that side of the ball, James Wade.
James Wade,
The way that he's been missed a double 10,
game on.
perhaps he may think again. 4-3. Caldwell with the darts. I think he was a little confused as to whether he was throwing first then. He is, and he certainly is.
Important last start here. You said, Stuart, all he needs to do is hold his throw and he wins. Just keep a little eye on that one.
60.
Just a couple of miscounts. Not sure who's to throw first here, Caldwell. But he seems to be recovering from these little
60.
challenges that have arisen in this match.
60.
Not much of a challenge from Wade in this leg thus far. James Wade reached the final of the Masters at the start of February in Milton Keynes back in the UK. Lost to Michael van Gerwen in the final. But he's had a pretty decent year, to be fair. He's won 4 events on the Pro Tour in 2019. And believe you me, they take some winning. That will do. He's left to finish after 12. And again putting the onus on James Wade to reply, and he hasn't left to finish.
Well, that's right. And Caldwell's got some breathing space here now. Well, that wasn't the last start he was looking for.
No, it's pure and simple. Those 3 darts from Craig Caldwell. He'll be under a bit more pressure here, mind.
100. Craig requires 74.
Oh, unlucky. But he's got a dart at double 16. To go within 1 leg of a sensation here in Hamilton. 50% on his doubles.
60.
James Wade, normally safe as houses when it comes to finishing. But tonight, he's left the roof tiles off.
28.
Steady away, you see, Craig Caldwell. This will help. Timing is everything.
It's a good comeback from Wade.
$47. 85.
Well, inconsistency for Wade in this match.
This is Bottle.
He's put the pressure on Wade big time
absolutely.
Here.
Got to get the treble. Got to get the double. This time he does. 116 finish, he needed it. Caldwell's on a possible 2-darter to win it.
Well, big breath here for Caldwell.
Throw for the match.
Go on!
125.
What has Wade got left? He is the current World Series champion.
18.
He won the title in Vienna, in Austria, the back end of last year.
58.
Perfect. Under pressure.
140.
Putting the pressure on.
Oh, 2 fantastic darts there from Caldwell. He came at just the right time.
Well, 140 from Wade last time. Needs to follow it here to leave a finish.
140.
Yeah, back-to-back 140s. Needs a big treble, Caldwell.
82. Going to require.
Well, Wade now to send this match to a deciding leg. Oh, he loves the double 10.
Wow, that is simply sensational. Absolutely brilliant darts. Well, that's why he's one of the very best in the business. Caldwell was on 102 for the match. In the last leg, he was on 96 for the match. And Wade has woken up. That's his 4th consecutive 180. In the last 140, I should say. In the last leg, 140, 140, 140. Check out. and starts with a 140 in the deciding round. Back comes Caldwell. What a game.
Well, Wade has really turned up the gas. He's actually a little unlucky not to get that last start in those last 12 darts. Right in the 180 again, because it just deflected away, didn't it?
Well, he's kept himself alive by taking out 116 when Caldwell was sat on 96 for the match, and then 140 when the Kiwi was sat on 102 for the game.
Yeah, they were two brilliant checkouts, weren't they? Wow, what a fantastic match to start the Hamilton Darts Masters. Fabulous.
5-3 down, James Wade.
Oh, this is important.
81.
Oh boy,
James
that hurts.
140.
He's got 6 darts up his sleeve here, James Wade.
100.
He set that up beautifully, didn't he?
From Craig Caldwell. Ultimately, it doesn't look as if it's going to be enough.
55.
James Wade beaten in the first round in Brisbane and membered by Damon Hatter. Has come from 5-3 down, producing some brilliant darts to win 3 legs on the spin and pinch win against Craig Caldwell. And it's a first win on the World Series Down Under in 2019 for James Wade. He wins the thriller in a last leg decider to be the first man through to the quarterfinals.
James Wade is your first winner on night number 1 of the New Zealand Darts Masters, live from the Claudelands Arena in Hamilton, brought to you by Burger King and the TAB, and he gets himself out of trouble against a very composed Kiwi in Craig Caldwell. And Rod Harrington, when you look at that, it's all about 140s, because he walked past me and said, well, that was rubbish.
Yeah, I mean, he looked and buried, 5-3 down. Caldwell was comfortable, but when you look at the stats, the average is not great, but those last 3 legs from James Wade, about 110 average. But the 116, the 140 to get him back to 5-all, and then he closed the game out like the top professionals do.
Did signify one thing, though. If the pros allow a gap to be opened, the standard's such now, the Kiwis and the Oceania Bulls will take it.
Absolutely, and that'll happen all night. James Wade was too slow getting out of the blocks. Craig seized his position, and he was just unlucky. I mean, he couldn't do a lot more than what he wanted. He was on the shot when Wade went out 116 and the 140, and then, of course, Wade had to throw in the last leg. OK, here's the winner with Mark Stafford.
James, we've seen a lot of boxing in this stadium. That was parry and thrust out there today. What a match to start our event.
Yeah, I don't think... do you know what? I can't wait to my next game, but there's a lot of qualifiers that are hitting silly doubles against me at the wrong times for myself. And, you know, it's my own fault for not playing well, but I do feel a little bit hard done by with the finishes that qualifiers are hitting against me, because they don't do it against other players. Maybe I'm too nice. Maybe I'll have a fight with me in the backyard or something. I don't know. But, yeah, strange.
You must be delighted to come back from 3-5 and you got addicted to 140s.
Yeah, I didn't think I was ever going to lose, but, you know, one time or another I thought, you know, he'll miss one of these, he'll fluff this and he'll do this. And obviously he got his crowd behind him, you know, little best friend crowd, and that's what darts is all about, you know. These guys have qualified from their local areas, you know, and they've had groups of people follow them, you know, and they've spent a lot of money to come here. And but yeah, they're annoying. But you know, as if I was playing in my local area, I don't think I'd lose a tournament if I played in my local area, because everyone would bitch me on. But you know, he played well there. I mean, the averages were quite shocking actually. I didn't think they were that bad, but some of the shots he did there and some of the finishing he did there, it was really good.
Well, James, you've earned yourself an early night. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow night in the next round.
More importantly, I'm going back to see my little Arthur and my wife, so yeah, it's all perfect.
Yes, James Wade, a very proud dad now to a young son, Arthur, and his wife, Sammy, very happy about that addition to their lives. 6-5 he gets through, but